These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
I guess I can take a play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
What?
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He won that game last week?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. McCaffrey on the counter. He is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I'm going to have to throw against this dude, and I really don't want to throw.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, box drop, box drop. 51 to mark, boy, 51. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. Going top shelf for Smith. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
As soon as I said I'm going to have to throw this, dude, I really don't want to.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Well, he's going to take a shot right away.
Let's go!
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Give me that shit, bro.
For a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
Oh, come on, man. I'm hitting the fucking spin button.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Ready, ready. 60 or. Bound to lose one. Oh! Check the call, check the call. Go, Mike, here's the go.
Back to throw now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, D. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight right. Let's go.
Now back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Yeah, we should.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Come on,
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
All right, bro.
Let's see what you got. No. 61, matchbox lights. Snap.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Right there, look, 55. Hey, high 7. Ready?
He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Oh, fuck me, sidelines.
Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Switch. 80 weapon.
Now Howard. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to split right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Good luck, bro. How you feeling?
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Yeah.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter
I'm
breaks.
commission right now. I'm just fucking balling. Trying to. I don't care.
These two teams all tied
The
after
Ravens
one.
and Monte. And this dude, I played this dude twice a year too. I'm pretty sure I fucked up last year, but he was beating me so bad he didn't give a fuck. I went for that shit like 5 times on 4th down though.
Here we go.
It's like 76 to fucking 10. I'm fucking going for that.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy
What
carrying
happened?
the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism.
Sure on
They
the first
created some
play?
nice space for him.
Pick 6.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
I didn't jump, man. I didn't jump, bro.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
Oh my
He's
lord.
trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their route.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Just tied me.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And on that long run,
missed
maybe
that.
the defense caught napping a
All
little
right,
bit.
Corey.
The concentration
playing like a
level may
fucking
not
bitch.
have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when
You
they
fucking
result like
smart.
that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Fuck this shit, man. I'm going for a touchdown. I'm going all the way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how
I'm telling you, bro, your
followed them up
quarterback's
throughout the
nice.
game
He's
because
rookie, too.
that was his longest
He'll
run
just gonna
of
get
this
better.
contest.
I think he's got like a star trait too, so he'll progress
The
faster.
Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because
Fuck
the
me,
coverage
man,
was
he's
way
wide
too
open.
tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Corey.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync,
Down 13-7.
stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here we go, Witt.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they
Fuck
control
me,
your
man.
fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
So many
Bro,
things
go
have to come
downstairs
together
and do
just
that
right
barking
for a
shit.
screen pass
Shut
to work
up.
for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Go, go.
Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Steelers.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 14. That escapes the sack. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Hey, Orbit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Looking to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
On the set.
They're going to look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down, Pittsburgh.
happened.
18 Gator, Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
His defense is suffering.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
God damn, bro.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
50, Mike, 50. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike, 50.
Now this time, Allen will throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their own 43.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check 52. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Regular. Watch two. Watch the slant. Like 2. Small. I'm coming.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Don't get pissed off, boy. That's why you fuck up.
Ready.
Winning, get the ball, just chill out.
Leo. Watch quick. Watch General West. Check.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hey, 2. Get.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
When he got off the field on 3rd down, an excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Sean done set up in the seat.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side.
Whoa, you're on the remote. Get off the remote. Get off the remote.
We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Let's go. On 52. Right there.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And now here is another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going top shelf. He's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's got room. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shift.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And on a bad return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
What if it's for the win?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Forced out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So that is 2 pick 6s he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick 6s, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Every single one of this motherfucker players is a penalty.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an
This shit is
exceptionally long one. And
They
this
said I
will be
had to
called
win
officially
going my way. I called timeout.
a
Put field goal unit up
66-yard
there. And
attempt.
was going the opposite way. You know, return the fuck out of this. Blocking the back.
And he will go out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. This one caught by Isabella. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming for you, son. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, tight.
They run with Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That good for 22 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys continue to pull it on. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run with McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
The guy who got the fastest 22 plays.
Just a yard on the pickup there. And
Dude
it'll bring up a
got pushed back and still hit me behind the line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that was sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 40.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. First carry for James Conner. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I already knew.
So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
19!
On 1st down, they run with Howard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Running with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike, 2. Watch 2. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They go with Howard again. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, the preparation pays off as they pick up their first win on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.